My mom could be at my spring vest. Let's say I was play bouquet. My mother could be on the sidelines, and when the play on the field started going on way, my mom could be at my spring vest. Let's say I was play bouquet. My mom could be at my spring vest. Let's say I was play bouquet. I was My mom could be at my spring vest. Let's say I was play bouquet. My mother could be on the sidelines, and when the play on the field started going wrong way, my mother could run along and Mark, get up, get up. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I get in a huddle with the other guys. They go, Mark, is that your mother? I go, no, I never saw her before in my life. See, the greatest gift my mother ever gave me, she breathed me. I've overdosed on drugs on 3 occasions where she's been dead, but I believe it. I was kept here for a reason. You show me your friends and we show you the future. How do I know this? I hung out with Luchas and became Vicky Lucha the more because I gave everything I read about a little boy because of who I chose to surround myself with. My friends drive me home at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. We'd be drunk and high, laughing in the car. We put in front of my house and they go, Mark, Mark, the lights on. I go, oh man, my mother's son. See, my mom couldn't go to bed until she knew her son was alive. I walked in, she said, hi, Mark, how was the night? It was good, mom. I'm just gonna go to bed. She said, can I talk to you for a minute? I go, Mom, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to bed. She said, Mark, I haven't seen you all day and all night. Can I please talk to you? I said, Man, just leave me alone. You bored me. I slammed my bedroom door on the armed person who believed me. I was on a worldwide tour. We were wrestling overseas in Japan. After I was on a worldwide tour. I was on a worldwide tour. We were wrestling overseas in Japan. After my wrestling match, I went upstairs. I went upstairs my hotel room and I fell asleep. There was a knock on my door at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got out of bed. I looked through the safety window and I could see he was a Japanese promoter. So I opened the door and he said, Mark, you need to call home. There's been an emergency. There's been an emergency. There's been an emergency. I emergency. I I called, I went back the hotel room phone and I called back to the United States. I said, hey, what's going on? He said, Mark, I don't know how to tell you this. I said, just tell me what happened. He said, he's that crying. He's that crying. Mark, I can tell you. I said, just say it. He said, Mark, your mother died. I just threw the I just threw the phone down. I ran out of my hotel room. I took the elevator to the lobby when the doors opened up, and I opened up. I just ran out into the street. I mean, there was no car, there was no people. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and o'clock in the morning. I look o'clock in the morning, and I walked down into and I walked down and I walked down and I walked down the middle of the street in Hiroshima, Japan. And I remember looking up and just saying, Mom, I am so sorry. I flew home for the funeral and I was so nervous to wake up to her casket, so I just stood where in the back and I, I and I kept looking from a distance. I kept thinking to myself, Mom, please wake up, please get up. And I finally got a nerve to wake up to her and and escort and as I got closer, I could see my mom for the first time. I mean, she was so beautiful. She was dressed in white. I mean, she looked like an angel. I just stood over. I said, Mom, you are my hero. Everything I am, everything I hope to be was because of you. You loved me so much. You gave me a life. You are the only one that ever believed in me. How did I repay her? By getting drunk, by getting high, uh, by getting high, by getting stupid, by hanging out with losers. For what? All she ever wanted to do was talk to me. I wish I could talk to you now, Mom. I wish you could see what I'm doing. How couldn't I have been a better son? We are defined by our choice. But if you surround yourself with people in drugs and alcohol and pills, that's a dead end. I'm not here to be true. I'm not here to be to you. I'm here to tell you. I'm not here to be to you. I'm here to tell you I live that life. It leads, it leads to broken heart, broken relationships, broken dreams and death. For what? To get high. If you have a mother or father, when you go home, tell them how much you love them. See, my whole life was being rich and famous. I had to be a millionaire. I had to win a race. I had to win the race at the expense of my marriage, my family, my friends. For what? To be all alone is grunt. I learned what is truly important, and that is how precious the gift of life is, and our family, and how quickly it could be taken away. I no longer live in time, I live in moments. See, it's not what's in your pocket that matters, it's in your heart that truly matters. That truly matters. Mm, laugh is just a word until somebody comes along and gives it meaning. Zero is the meaning. Zero is the meaning. My mom could be adore my sporting vest. Let's say I was playable, okay? My mother will order highlights, and when the play on the field started going wrong way, my mother could run around and Mark, get out, get out. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I get in a huddle with the other guys. They go, Mark, is this your mother? I go, no, I never saw her before in my life. See, the great gift my mother ever gave me, she breathed in me. I've overdosed on drugs on 3 occasions where should be dead, but I believe it. I was kept here for a reason. You show me your friends, I will show you the future. How do I know this? I hung out with losers and became the wicked loser of the moon because I gave up everything I read about Ashley the boy because of who I chose to surround myself with. I ha- my friends drive me home. My mom could be adore my spring vest. Let's say I was play. My mom could be adore my spring vest. Let's say I was play football. Okay, my mother will order highlights, and when the play on the field started going wrong way, my mother could run along and Mark, get up, get up. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I get in harder with the other guys. They go, Mark, is that your mother? I go, no, I never saw her before in my life. See, the great gift my mother ever gave me, she believed in me. I've overdosed on drugs on 3 occasions where should been dead, but I believed I was kept here for a reason. You show me your friends, I will show you the future. How do I know this? I hung out with Lucas and became speaking Lucha of the moon because I gave up everything I read about a little boy because of who I chose to surround myself with. My mom could be adore my sporting vest. Let's say I was playing ball game. My mother will on the sidelines and grandmother play on the field. Started going one way. My mother couldn't run and Mark, get up, get up. I'd be like, oh my gosh.